21 years with Fish and Wildlife Service and many years before that as an entomologist. I think that if management doesn't occur on this mountain, the calliope is going to be gone, and the other major stronghold for it is up in the Cordelia Hills, and it's under pressure there. So I think this is a very critical time for the species and a very, very important and critical action that the City of Brisbane is going to take.
I want to thank you for coming here from Sacramento in this storm. Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
I tried to wimp out.
You would have been noticed.
Can I ask questions? Sherry, can I ask, can you put this Exhibit 1 back up on there? I have a question for you then. I guess it's crooked now. Can you zoom it up? A lot of discussion tonight, or a lot of the testimony has been about the flight corridor, and the upper map is the revised project, the lower map is the 1989 approved project. So the flight corridor, I read in the documents, is somewhere between 82 to 250 feet wide. Is that?
I don't recall the exact number.
Maybe.
Is that Mike? That's right.
What is it?
That's correct.
That, yeah. And what is the Calliope silver spot? This is it an unobstructed flight corridor, or is it, you know, there's terms that's used?
Silver spots, like a lot of other butterflies, move around. Tom Wang talked about, like, for example, Mission Blue on Twin Peaks, whether it was, as an example, whether it was there before he started his field work or after, we're not sure, but previous people looked for it and didn't find it. And then it was found again, a few individuals, and so there's some speculation that even a butterfly as small as a Mission Blue can move around. We've seen other small endangered species like El Segundo blue butterflies move miles, literally miles, through urban areas. As far as Calliope and the revised, the 2007 area, I think that they'll move between homes. I think they'll move through the industrial area. I think they'll cross Guadalupe Parkway. And even if you know, those homes were not authorized, they would still have to cross Guadalupe Parkway and then cross through coastal scrub. There is some grassland there, but to get up the saddle, they're going to have to fly up the hill and over gorse and scrub. So, you know, these animals move around, and that's what they do. They move.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I guess some debate about how they move, you know, and so, you know,
distance
across the road, the Calliope.
They'll fly, you know, they won't fly, you know, hundreds of feet in the air. I think they would, based on my observations of silver spots and other studies that have been done in that genus, I think they're more likely to fly between houses and across roads than they would be over buildings. Mm-hmm. The eucalyptus grove, I would have been surprised to see him fly over it, but now there's, you know, the trees have been thinned out, and I think they'll fly between them.
Mm-hmm. How high do they normally fly?
I don't think they normally would fly over 10, 15 feet, but they're, you know, they're fast flyers.
Yeah. So So is the upper portion of the top map, is that the corridor that you're talking about? Is a flight corridor?
Say again?
Is the upper portion of the map,
Upper left on the top.
is that the flight corridor?
I think I don't think they're not like ground-dwelling mammals like large cats or something where you can say, this is the movement corridor.
Yeah,
If you set it up, that's where they're going to fly through. I think these animals, they fly where they fly.
okay.
Can fly through the area.
Yeah, they can fly. I think they can fly through that area. Or yeah.
Do you have access to put up that exhibit 2? This one? Yeah. Yeah.
I think they'd be more likely to fly between.
Yeah, looking at this one here, those little dots, I guess, shows the northeast ridge with the Callippi Hill, and then the southern slope, I guess, and
Southeast Ridge area, you mean?
yeah, southeast ridge, I guess you'd call it. So, looking at the little film clip that Ken McIntyre put together on the mountain watch, these butterflies go back and forth like this?
I think they would also fly directly across too. I think they'd follow the terrain. I don't think, I'd be surprised if they flew over the quarry, but I think at their normal levels, individuals would move through the industrial valley.
Uh-huh.
They're prevailing winds, though. With prevailing westerly winds,
Yeah, butterflies can fly against wind, and also the time of day that they might fly would be different too. So, when it gets windy, like with our myrtle silver spot, which is an endangered species we have up in Marin County, used to be found in San Mateo County. During weather that's too cold or too windy, they hunker down and they wait until conditions are right for them to move.
Oh, okay. All right. Any other questions of the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service people?
I do have one more,
Go ahead,
Clark.
Cliff. Go ahead.
It's in regards to the funding. So it says that the service concluded in its 2009 biological opinion on the HCP amendment that without the supplemental funding, the habitats utilized by the Callippi silverspot butterfly and other listed butterfly species would continue to decline to such a point that those species are highly likely to become extirpated from the HCP site in the foreseeable future. Can you elaborate a little bit on that?
Based on the invasive plants and how they're taking over the mountain, that management and eradication, hopefully, of these exotics needs to take place along with restoration of their habitat.
And you go on to say that because this is the last planned parcel, that there are no other available sources at the present time.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, there's other people here who have, looked at that too, and to my knowledge, there aren't any other funding sources.
Okay. All right. Thank you.